Minecraft has a lot of bugs, over 267,000 reported since 2012. You'd think many of these bugs would have been fixed by now, but no, there exists an interesting selection of unique and forgotten bugs dating back over 10 years now, still not fixed. From broken mob AI to strange visual spectating bugs to items being able to climb ladders, saplings growing through blocks, to weird floating rails and strange bugs with fishing rods, today you'll come with me as we explore over 20 old Minecraft bugs that still haven't been fixed. First of all, a bug you may have encountered in the past is if you cast a fishing rod's line, you can actually switch to another fishing rod in your inventory without breaking that line. You can see that there's a small visual glitch here when you do so. Interestingly, you can even catch fish while switching to different fishing rods. The line is fully functional, it's not just visual. This bug was first reported in April of 2013, but likely has existed since fishing rods were added to the game. I'm going to build a little building here and place a zombie and some villagers inside of it. I'm only going to place one villager like so, then place one zombie which will aggro at that villager, but then I'm going to block off the zombie so it cannot kill the villager. Then I'm going to spawn a variety of villagers in this compartment here, right within reach of the zombie. Now I want you to guess what happens. Does the zombie turn around and attack the villagers he can walk to unobstructed and kill? Or does the zombie stay aggroed at the same one villager despite not being able to access it? If you guessed the latter, you are in fact correct. As reported back in March 2013, entities do not attack their nearest targets properly. The zombie simply refuses to attack the villagers behind it. It even tries at some points, then instantly turns back around. Even if I use water to force the villagers to literally be in the same block as the zombie will not attack them, despite them now being the closest mob. Funny how we've all probably experienced a bug like this in our years of playing without even realizing it was a bug. There do exist a lot of bugs with minecarts in the game, but one which you certainly have experienced before is this. When riding a minecart around a corner where a block is present at the same eye level as the player, your screen goes black for a second. In older versions of this game, this used to damage you as well. Another bug you have all experienced before without even realizing is occasionally while walking around the edge of a flowing water stream, the game will end up making you jump without you pressing spacebar or jumping yourself. You can in fact use this to jump up blocks without pressing space yourself, and this supposedly occurs intentionally due to these two lines of code. But the issue has been marked as a bug and has remained as such since January 2014. Did you know that in order to access the survival mode tab of your creative inventory, you don't actually have to left click it, but simply release your left click button over it? Here, let me show you. I just left clicked on nothing and I'm still holding left click down. Now I'm going to move my mouse over to the survival inventory button, still holding left click mind you, and release it. This is confirmed as a bug, first reported by a player in March of 2013, who was annoyed that while scrolling to the bottom of a creative inventory tab, they would keep accidentally opening the survival inventory. Odd. Okay. Watch this. I've got a command block here which is spamming some numbers and letters. I'm going to pause the game like so, and remember this very last message displayed in chat. Now, I'm going to click the statistics option on the pause menu, and then go back to the main pause screen and, hold on a second, another message in chat was sent. That doesn't make sense though, my game is paused, right? Well, as reported back in October 2013, clicking on the statistics button on the pause menu advances the game by 1 tick or 0.05 seconds. If you time it right, that's enough time for events like an additional chat message to be sent. Now I'm really curious how this bug was even discovered in the first place. This is such an interestingly specific thing. Here's a bug you have seen before, literally. In vanilla Minecraft, while you have the smooth lighting setting enabled, if you block up a light source like so, the light will bleed through the corners of blocks. Optifine and other performance mods have long since patched this, but Mojang seemingly haven't, as it was reported over 10 years ago now. Prior to Minecraft 1.3, existing as early as when the Nether was first added to Minecraft in 2010, whenever you entered a Nether portal, it would say entering the Nether. If you left a Nether portal, it would also say leaving the Nether. If you do the same in Minecraft 1.3 and later versions, whereby single player worlds became internal servers, it now just says loading terrain. The same used to happen whenever you entered or left the end. Have you ever seen a Minecraft item climb a ladder? Well, now you have. As reported in bug report 20,463 back in July 2013, items are able to glitch up and actually climb ladders when in a 1x1 hole where they cannot glitch out of the ladder's hitbox in any other direction. And yes, this works with stacks of items as well. Did you know that while in Minecraft, if you click escape, open an internet browser such as Chrome, go to YouTube, then click on the MrEpic's channel and press the subscribe button to subscribe, nothing happens. That's right, as reported in MrEpic video number 192, subscribing to the MrEpic takes no additional effort and will only benefit your life. No pressure. Anyways, if you happen to have large entities in minecarts, you actually can't break the minecarts as the large entity's hitbox is too big. This happens with horses, donkeys, magma cubes, slime, shulkers, ravagers, sniffers, and ghast. As we all know, you can't grow a sapling when a block is above it. Or can you? If you place a log, any type of wooden log, above any type of sapling, even saplings of differing log types, the sapling will grow through it and keep the block placed above it as part of the tree. In fact, you can even set it up so the entire tree, excluding the wood log which will grow where the sapling was, is an entirely different log type. By the way, there's seemingly no limit to this. I could place a sapling, then 100 different log types above it, and it will still grow, no issue. If you mine a button with an efficiency 5 pickaxe, it will effectively break instantly. If you mine it with an unenchanted pickaxe, it will take a bit longer to break. However, as reported in Minecraft bug 18,371 in June of 2013, lever mining speed is not affected by enchantment or tool. You can see that it takes me the same time to break this lever with my fist as it does with an unenchanted diamond pickaxe, as well as an efficiency 5 enchanted diamond pickaxe. If you build a contraption like this with a sticky piston and rails, and then activate and deactivate the sticky piston, it will pull the rail up and create these weird upward rails. This happens because the rail in the center here updates the rails on either side of it before checking if they are in a valid location when moved by pistons. And yes, these rails are 100% functional and are not just visual. You can use them to go up a block even when they are not connected to another rail. In older versions of the game back in 2013, this used to work with other rail types as well, but only seems to work with normal rails now. Here's a bug I'm certain none of you would have ever heard of. If you begin breaking a block normally while in survival mode, but stop breaking it, then switch to adventure mode, you get this weird visual glitch whereby you can still attempt to break the block and see particles. This works even if you move away, look at different blocks and more, but the block will never actually break. And even stranger, as I accidentally discovered, this works in spectator mode as well. I wonder how people even discovered this bug in the first place. Water and lava have the ability to break a selection of blocks, including levers, buttons, redstone, grass, flowers, and more. When such blocks are broken with lava, they are destroyed completely. They do not drop their item form, and a particle effect is visible alongside an audible sound. However, whenever water breaks such blocks, no block breaking visual animation is evident, nor any block breaking sound, as reported back in July 2013. If you open a chest and then a block is placed above the open chest, the chest GUI does not close as it normally does when the chest is broken. A related issue with this bug is that of chests still being open when your line of sight with them is broken. Notably, if you've ever played game modes on servers such as survival games where you can open chests but aren't allowed to destroy blocks, you can use the brief period of time whereby a block you broke is replaced by the server to open chests you should not have access to. It's not a bug, it's a feature. I think is a good sentiment for this bug, as most people do not want it patched. Pro tip, if you've ever gone AFK at a farm overnight on a single player world or server, make sure you don't have any items on you or are in a 100% blocked in location. As if you die while AFK, Minecraft bug 29,375, whereby entities are not removed client side when you are dead as they are on the server side, will cause your items on the ground to remain loaded and thus despawn after 5 minutes. I had to learn this lesson the hard way when a phantom killed me above my mob farm years ago now. The regeneration 1 effect will heal half a heart every 2.5 seconds or 50 game ticks. However, if you get that same regeneration 1 effect from a beacon, it only heals half a heart every 4 seconds or 80 game ticks for some reason, significantly less effective. I'm honestly surprised I never noticed this one myself, considering how slow the beacon's regeneration effect looks now. Another beautiful day fishing in Minecraft with 9 rods at once. Don't you love it? You know what? Let me apply a low-level enchantment to one of my fishing rods just because I feel like it. And why can't I click any of these enchantments? Well, my fine fisherman, that's because, as reported in Minecraft bug 36,937 back in October 2013, unavailable enchantments are not grayed out when enchanting fishing rods. All enchantments are given a required XP level, where they only display in the enchanting GUI when a certain number of bookshelves are present. Fishing rods do not have a valid enchantment level below level 5, and as such, sometimes the enchantment table still provides you options below level 5, but since there are no enchantments at that level for fishing rods, it just doesn't work. Strangely, while player-thrown eggs, snowballs, fireworks, and splash potions of harming do knockback to mobs, if they are shot from a dispenser, they will not apply any knockback. More interestingly though, was the brief argument which occurred in the comments of this bug report over who got to be made the reporter of this bug. And finally, here's a nifty little trick based on a bug for you all. As some of you may be aware, when in spectator mode, you can left-click a mob to spectate from its point of view. When you do this, some mobs like creepers and endermen have a special shader and textures that apply while you are spectating them. When you click shift to stop spectating those mobs, that effect disappears. However, if you /kill yourself while spectating the mob, the effect will remain while you are no longer spectating. You can even switch game modes back to creative and survival, and the effect will remain, as you can now toggle it on and off by clicking F4 for some reason. How cool. And that about wraps it up. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching.